Alrighty. Hello, hello. Welcome to Retrain Pain. This is a daily dose session. I'm just going to close the door so that I don't hear the builders and you don't hear the builders. Drilling and banging away. Okay, they're working. They're not just. You get the idea. Anyway, how you doing? What's your name? Where'd you come from? What can I do for you today? I'll have 15-20 minutes or so before lunchtime to help somebody or a few people out with some sort of ache, pain or injury that they might have. So if you're here and you've got an ache, pain or an injury, give me your basic details. At least give me your name and you've got pain, and let's have a score out of 10, and we'll change it. So 10, I'll say 10 is is perfect and it doesn't hurt at all and there's no actual problem there at all. It's fine. In fact, it's better than fine. And a 1 is I want to chop it off. It's horrible. Get rid of it. I don't want it anymore. Chances are you're probably going to give me something around the middle there. Let me just see. Make sure I'm seeing comments. I'm seeing comments if they're coming through. I don't see any comments coming through yet. So, what do you want to talk about today? Hello. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Just seeing if there's any comments on any of the other pages that I'm looking at. There's a few people here today, so welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've got an ache or a pain, let me know what it is. Stick around for 15 minutes. Neck a bit stiff from... Okay, here we go. Cool, we've got some comments coming in. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Sarah. Anyone else has anything, please pop it in. I will glance up to look at the comments. You can hear the builders in the background, that's fine. I'm drilling away. So we've got a 6 and a 7, left shoulder and neck, and we've got a neck. Okay, Jenny, you know better. We don't blame things, okay? Anyway. Alright, let's get those resolved. If anyone else has got anything that they want help with, okay, just give me some basics. You don't need to go into massive detail if it's a bit, I don't know, embarrassing or you're shy about it or whatever. Just say I've got pain here. Let me know what it is, and we can do something about it. So, here for the next 15 minutes or so. Alright, there's all sorts of funny things you can do with this, but I'm doing it live, so it's like, can't do both things at the same time. Alright, I'm going to get to work. If you're here watching, thank you for watching. I'm going to get to work over on Jenny and Sarah. If anyone else would like to send in what you've got, then please do, and I will add it into the mix. So I've got a couple of shoulder and neck stiffness. I'm going to give you both. In fact, this will help both of you. Hands on forehead, sitting up nice and tall or standing up nice and tall, hands on forehead, and you're going to push your head into your hands for 5 seconds and then relax. Move your neck around and then do it again. And then see how your necks and shoulders feel. Other than that, I'll crack on anyway. Oh, Carol. I've seen another comment that might be in that I can't see. back over here. Sorry, everyone else who's still here. I am looking for a comment, which I don't seem to be able to see. Where there we go. Something crunched, and that's a lot more movable. Carol, if Carol's here, I cannot see, for some reason, what your comment is. Let's see if I can find it. I've got a wave. Got a wave. Cool. Where is that? That's there. Should have been able to see that there. Oh, not to worry. It's all a bit weird. Still stiff to turn and look left and right. Okay. Okay, Sarah, check it again now. It's weird that I can't see comments everywhere. It's crazy. Right. Okay. That's there. Okay. This is strange. Alright. It's at 8 o'clock, 4 o'clock, but a lot better. Okay, so where's 12? Is 12 your nose, Sarah? So 12, 11, 10, 9, 9, 8. 8's a long way around. Or if this is 6 o'clock, okay, in which case, yeah, that's not so good. Yeah. I'm seeing some comments, but I'm not seeing all of them. So I am having to just jump across pages a little bit. It's a bit annoying. My apologies. Cool. Up to an 8 from a 6, and Sarah's getting some more movement back. Fantastic. Okay. Alright, there's a few more people in here now, so I'm currently working on Jenny and Sarah. They've both got a bit of shoulder and neck pain. If you've got something going on, your message may not come through, your comment may not come through because they don't always seem to come through properly where they're supposed to. I should see them all here, but they don't always come through, so I couldn't see Carol's comment. I'm getting messages and stuff. Yeah. So if you've got something going on, let me know what it is, and we will resolve it. So neck movement, it's free and easy. Neck movement, a little bit that way. It's the left side. Okay. Sarah, just behind your ear, okay, maybe about a centimetre, Okay, there's a little divot, there's a little hole, a rub in there. Okay, so we've got this muscle that runs down my neck. Okay, if I tense it up, see if I can tense it up. This one. Okay, if I trace that line up my neck, takes me just behind my ear, press in there. This is the right side, by the way. This is on the right only. Okay, not on the left. Jenny, that's fine for you. Jenny, I'll give you another spot. Okay, back center of the head, right at the very top of the spine. You've got the lumpy bit at the back of your head, just below that, half a centimetre, finger or two below that. Just press in there, kind of towards the front of your head, towards your face. Anyone other messages? Can't see it there. Can't see it there. Okay. Yeah. That's again, I bet sleep's been a bit dodgy recently as well. I would put that down as probably struggling to fall asleep over and above waking up in the night, but struggling to fall asleep. Yeah. So yeah, there's some sleep stuff going on, I think, for you as well. It's also like playing a piano right now. Left ankle. Left ankle. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we've gone from Sarah was a 7 out of 10 to an 8. Jen from a 6. What are you at now, Jen? What's going on? Okay, so there's a few people here again. I'm doing some treatment on Sarah and Jenny. If you've got an ache or a pain, let me know, and I can maybe do something about it. I've got another few minutes to be doing this before I go and eat my lunch. And if not, thanks for coming by. That's fine. With necks, okay, here's a little tip for you. With necks, if you are struggling with neck movement, and this goes for pretty much anyone, we're up to a 9, cool Jenny, that's amazing. We'll get that to a 10 in the next 2 minutes, okay, we'll get that fixed. Okay. Any neck pain, okay. So, sitting or standing, okay, have your head in neutral, so you're looking forwards, okay, you're just gazing off into the distance, it doesn't matter. Okay, lift your pelvic floor as hard as you can, and then move your neck. Okay, left and right, tilting, left and right, up and down. Okay, keeping the pelvic floor lifted as hard as you can. Okay, relax it, and then it should still remain better because we've just retrained it. Okay, so lift the pelvic floor as hard as you can. Turn left and right, ear to shoulder, up and down. Relax. And if you want to do it a third time, do it a third time. Okay, but should pretty much certainly help with any neck, possibly with some shoulder stuff, because obviously the shoulders are very close to the neck. So yeah, if you want flexibility in any part of your body, to be honest, lifting the pelvic floor, because it's often weak, is a good sign. Even if you don't have like bladder problems, pelvic floor is still often weak, because we don't not necessarily train it in the way that you think, but do enough. Brief lesson on the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor is a reactionary muscle. It's mostly under kind of automatic control. You do very little conscious exercise. I mean, you can't strap a weight to it and do weightlifting with it. Okay, like not like you can do with a bicep or bench pressing or whatever. So the way to train a pelvic floor is to move. So it's breathing. Okay, so creating intra-abdominal pressure forces the pelvic floor to lift back up against it, because our body doesn't want to basically just leak fluids out. Okay, you don't want to poo yourself, you don't want to wee all the time. Okay, so deep diaphragmatic breathing will get the pelvic floor to react against it to stop prolapse, okay, and to stop leaking and to stop doing other stuff. Okay, the other thing the pelvic floor wants to do is stretch in one way and then the other. Okay, because of where it's connected. As I walk, okay, and which is a very human thing to do, as I walk, it's going to stretch in one direction but contract in another direction. Okay, and then as I swing through my legs the other way, it's going to contract in the opposite direction. So the opposite side contracts, and the opposite side, it's a little bit confusing when I say it like that. Okay, and then the other side shortens, okay, or lengthens, sorry, stretches. So it's often weak because we don't do enough kind of lungy type exercises in multiple different directions. We don't climb trees, we don't leap over stuff, we do very basic boring stuff. Our stride patterns are very often short, so the pelvic floor gets very little work. Our breathing patterns tend to be very fast, very upper chest, so the diaphragm actually gets very little work, therefore the pelvic floor gets very little work. We just cut off. I don't know if I'm still here or not. Alright. Still here. Still here. Okay, well, we can still see and hear you. I can't see what I'm doing. So, that's strange. Never mind. Okay, well, I think I've got pretty much to the end of what I was going to say anyway. Um, if there is weakness in the pelvic floor, it's because we don't move in enough variety of ways in our life. Male and female, doesn't have to be any particular gender. Um, yeah, so get your legs moving in different ways, get your body rotating in different ways, breathe deeply. That will help train the pelvic floor, keep it strong. When the pelvic floor is strong, that is the foundation for the spine. Okay, so any spinal issues, always check the pelvic floor. Okay, always lift the pelvic floor and then try and move, okay, in the way that you were going to move anyway. So if you have pain when you twist or bend forwards, lift the pelvic floor and then do the same movement. Can almost guarantee, maybe not always guarantee, but almost guarantee that pain will reduce, or yeah, pain will reduce when you do that. You will almost always get more movement when you do that, because everyone I've done it with has. Um, so yeah, weird that I can't see myself, but hey, that's fine. So yeah, cool little tip for pelvic floors and spines and basically flexibility in general. Lift the pelvic floor, because if your brain sees your pelvis as unstable because the pelvic floor is weak, it is not going to give you flexibility and it is not going to give you strength, because it's worried about prolapse and essentially falling apart at your foundations. That'll do. Cool. Thanks for coming, guys. Yes, it is a bit like WD-40. So yes, Jenny. Before I cut off, before I go entirely, Sarah, Jenny, how are your respective shoulders and necks? How are you feeling? Just wait for the comments. Assuming I can see the comments. 10. Told you. Cool. Sarah. Yeah, and I've got the Thin Blue Line running through my head, the theme tune, if anyone remembers the show. Rowan Atkinson. Good stuff. Sarah's still here. Okay, 9 now. Yesterday was a 2. You had no doubt. Perfect. Um, Showing your age. It's not the thin blue line is not that old. It's from like the mid 90s. Um, yeah, yesterday was a 2. Yeah, obviously something happened. It's resolved now. Cool. Had no doubt. That's an important factor in any form of treatment. If you have doubts whether something will work, then it's either going to be a slow process or not at all process. And if you think, I have no doubt that whatever it is that I'm doing right now is the perfect thing for me to be doing to get healthy, then guess what? Bam, it is. Members, Jenny and others who might be watching this, there's going to be a video on this. And I am planning on creating a journal of sorts um, along those lines. Those kinds of things might already exist, but hey, this one will be mine, and therefore better. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and cool. Um, and yeah, see you next week. I'll probably be live tomorrow morning, but I don't guarantee that. So I will be live probably Monday. Cheerio. See ya.